What's up, sports fans, and welcome to the Sports Shack, hosted by Jay Kerr and myself, Buddy Burnz. Right now, we're going to get this up we like to call Jay's Talk, and we have a lot to talk about. They just finished playing a game against Tampa Bay. We won.
Yeah, 3-1. First win against David Price, so that's pretty good. Bautista his fourth homer against Price.
That's amazing. So
Probably
he's at, what, 32
He's
now?
at 32 now, yeah. And you know what? Pretty much Ricky Romero once again pitched, I think, like 8 innings today.
8 innings. He did a great job.
Their starting pitching is now getting like ridiculous. I think they've held Texas to 3 runs or less the entire weekend, and they just held Tampa Bay to 1 run. So you know what? Their pitching is starting to come around. And that's good because that bullpen's pretty weak. I mean, they got to keep it away from that bullpen.
They got rid of a lot of players. They got rid of one of your boys.
They got rid of Jason Frazier. Good arm down there. I don't, you guys don't like him, but like, he's consistent, man. And he's not too many guys throw 93, 94 strikes. So he was a good player to have, but they had to give up something.
When he was on his game. He blew a lot of games for us.
So what? Like, everyone blows. But you know what? If you take a look at the numbers, John Roush is blowing 30% of the games that he saves.
He almost blew the
game today. So like,
wow.
when Jason Frazier blows like 2 saves and like 20 opportunities, you guys are like, oh fuck, he's horrible. But like, if you look at the numbers say that Jason Frazier isn't that bad.
And I think we also got rid of Stewart.
Yeah, well, Zach Stewart was a right-handed pitcher, came over. I think he came over for Halliday, or he came over from Brett Wallace. So he came over, whatever. He wasn't I wasn't impressed with his stuff. His stuff is like Cecil minus 2 miles per hour off of everything.
Well,
so,
what about the other signing that we did?
Which signing?
With Ramis.
Well, they didn't sign him. They traded for him.
They traded for him. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. Trade.
He's a first-round pick. He's a good old boy.
Yeah, he had a good night on Saturday.
Yeah, whatever. We'll see what happens with him. He's a good young player, fits in the philosophy of the team. And you know what? If it doesn't work out, it's not like it cost them that much. You know what I mean? And they got a legitimate chance to have a guy like maybe like a Curtis Granderson out there or something. A guy who can hit like 30 home runs.
Yeah, over the weekend, the Blue Jays retired Roberto Alomar's jersey, number 12.
Yeah, I don't think he's the best. I guess I still don't think he's the best Blue Jay of all time. I think there's better Blue Jays than him, but like.
Well, who would you say? Joe Carter?
Better Blue Jays? There's other guys. There's like, Dave Stieb.
Tony Fernandez never won.
Tony Fernandez, he won World Series.
Did he with the Jays?
Of course, '93. They had a lot of good players, and Robbie Alomar was probably the best player at his position at his time, and he's probably the only Blue Jay to ever be that.
Well, everything unfolded perfectly. You get inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame the same year. They retire your number.
Well, they retired it when he got inducted.
Right?
So that was going to happen in the same year anyways, right?
It could have been a year after, right? They do it fucking...
They've been waiting for him. This is the first Blue Jay to ever get in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
as soon as that guy got in...
That was huge.
That thing's going up in the rafters.
See how many fans showed up?
Yeah, well...
It was like 45,000.
Not that they need a lot of fans to bring in on the weekends. On the weekends they bring in 40,000 every year.
Throw in the first 20,000 get a bobblehead doll.
I think, baseball's got to be like realistic, that you're not going to be, you cannot sell out unless you're the Yankees, or you have like a beautiful stadium, a rich history. Like you're like the Maple Leafs, where you have like that demand for people just like clawing to get into the games. You're never going to get 50,000 Skydome on a random Wednesday.
No, we see it like when we went to the Yankees game when they came here. There was like what, 40,000?
There was probably like 35, 40, yeah. And that's...
When it's big teams, yeah, Boston's
going to bring in, because you know what, those guys are bringing in 10,000 fans.
Yeah, well, hey man, the Jays, man, I like what...
How many Yankee fans were there when we went? Lots.
Large.
Basically half the people we saw were probably Yankee fans around us.
Yeah, pretty much.
So those guys bring in people.
Yankee fans there's Yankee fans everywhere.
Yeah. Well, the Blue Jays are now half a game behind Tampa Bay for 3rd place. You think they can... I think, you know what?
Whoa. I hope so, man.
They get in third place, you know what? People are like, oh, whatever, third place. I think that's a good thing for them. No? Just cause. What do you think? You think third place is good for them?
Well, yeah, that's a
compared
to what they did last year.
We're in a tough division,
right?
man.
It's an improvement from last year, right?
It is, right?
You want to improve every year.
You want to leapfrog Tampa Bay. Send Tampa Bay the message that, you know what? If they don't get their shit together, which they're not, they're basically packing up. They're getting rid of Carl Crawford. They get rid of all their players. Got rid of like Matt Garza. Got rid of like their pitching. Their pitching's still pretty good, but it's not the same.
Well,
as
they're pretty much all in. They were pretty much all in with Price on the mound, and the fucking Jays. Jays called their bluff and fucking ended up winning the game.
Well, you know.
And that's their fucking Hail Mary.
Well, they have a lot of good starters. Neiman's like pretty good too.
But Price is their man.
Price is their man, but that team's got a lot of good arms. That team's not hitting anything. They're like the new Oakland Athletics. They're like boring as shit to watch.
Seattle Mariners.
Seattle's. You know what? We're here.
And
we're here in Toronto. We're lucky.
You said like
we're lucky
you
that
could watch.
we have good.
You could watch pretty much.
And I don't. I'd be. Good thing Oakland games go fast, you know, because it's like 1-2-3, 1-2-3. You know, been an hour into the game. It's already the 7th inning. I'm like, fuck, thank God, thing's almost over. I can get the hell out of here.
And some of the times the fucking games start at what, 10:30.
Yeah, so by 12
our time.
Well, I'm only watching those 10 o'clocks because I'm a degenerate gambler. Yeah, I got the under on Oakland. Come on, 7.5. Come on, 3 runs in the first inning. You suck. First time that's ever happened.
I need the Giants to win today.
Oh.
And they were fucking. It was kind of pricey. I think I got them at.
Well, we got Carlos Beltran now, so now people are
-155 or something like that, and it moved. I know it moved.
Yeah, the Carlos Beltran now. People are like, oh, this team's their team. That's the team in the West, you know.
Well, fucking. They got a couple of more. What? A month, 2 months left in
2 months
in baseball.
They got 50-something games, 53 games. I think.
Fucking Jays gotta pick up their socks, man. It would be fucking nice, you know what I mean?
They still have time to go on a run. If they bang out a 10 or 11 game winning streak, you know, now you're talking different.
Jay, man. That's what we've been hoping for. That's what we've been saying.
Well, you know what? Now they're starting rotations. They're starting to get consistent. You know,
dude, man, we had that bad. We had like a bad month and a half of scheduling, bro, where we were just getting bombarded. We faced the Yankees, then we faced
we don't face them again until September.
And then we faced Tampa
After this
Bay.
Tampa Bay, we're playing teams like Seattle, Oakland. Yeah, we just played Texas. Just played the Yankees.
Yeah.
You know?
We're playing tough teams, you know what I mean? We're not getting...
The only breather that they really had was Seattle, and they swept them.
Yeah. Fuck. So, yeah, we need more games against Seattle.
Yeah. Where's Kansas City? Why don't the Jays play Kansas City like 20 times a year? That'd be helpful.
Shit. That would. Well, okay, man. We're going to end it here. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
And check out our website, www.thesportsshack.ca.
We say it, we play it. Later.